The next person up is a unique person. His name is Mike Taylor, and I'll just leave it at that.
So yeah, hi, I'm Mike. Now the thing is, I haven't met most of you, but every person I have had a chance to meet, I say, "Hi, I'm Mike." "Oh, you're Mike." I'm not really fully sure what exactly you've heard. There's a fair chance it's true, and chances are also Jeremy was heavily involved with that as well. So don't hold it too much against him. But anyway, so I've been thinking about it and trying to figure out what exactly to share about Jeremy and going from there. And unfortunately, everything I thought about Jeremy, every little itty bitty piece, pretty much is true about me as well. So I'm not really sure what to say. And on top of it as well, like thinking about it, probably the better person to really be in my place to roast Jeremy would probably be a combination of both Becca and Christy, just because of the fact that I don't really see the problem with it. But going from there, I met Jeremy 23-ish, yeah, about there. In Indiana, at a I met him at a sexual harassment training. Shortly after a rousing game of grab ass. Kind of went from there. Kurt mentioned that Jeremy had two girl roommates, and how this somehow he must have done something right. Well, at the same time, I'm wondering how he did that too. Since when I met him, his roommate was a 35-year-old Filipino man. Who every time I stopped by and see them, they were both wearing tank tops, short shorts, and the heat was always really high for some reason. So I'm kind of calling you on this. So I'm not sure about that. So, but also as with this also, another great memory with Jeremy was when we were in India. One of the first games that we played, aside from grab ass, what was it? But has he ever played grab ass when we were here? just checking. I want to make sure I'm not the only one. So, anyways, but one of the first games that we had played was ball and crotch. And so all of a sudden Jeremy was like, "All right, go ahead, throw as hard as you can. Throw as hard as you can." And he's sitting on the table. He's like this. He's like, "All right, go, just go." And he is really excited about this. And after the first round, I was like, "All right, let's go it again." So there's that. So now also when you're in Indiana, this also speaks to Jeremy's character as well. This fine, upstanding individual that he is. There was a drive-in movie theater that was there. And we would go, and
Come on, we gotta hear it now.
You okay? So we'd go to the drive-in every now and again, and I believe it was a double feature of Spider-Man and maybe Star Wars, yeah. So good times. And we were there, and we, as most drive-in theaters, their rule is, you can have some drinks as long as we don't catch you and throw you out. And so, we had a couple cases of High Life Talls in the back of our friend Nate's car, and so we each had a couple of them. Nate finished the rest. So that's kind of scary, but anyway, so we're there, and we're sitting there, and we're up, like the way the drive-in set up, the screen's up front, then there's a playground, then there's then there's all the cars watching the movie, and Jeremy and I are there, and we're just watching the movie, enjoying ourselves before the movies really begin. And all of a sudden, there's this little kid. He's just all of a sudden, like, mom must have said, "Oh, the movie hasn't started yet. Go ahead and play." So he's super excited. He's like, this is the kid, not Jeremy. But and all of a sudden, we both start at the same time, and the kid, like, there's the kid all of a sudden just goes ends up in the middle of there. There's a chain link fence. So this kid goes bouncing back. So now I saw over here. I saw like someone going like. Now, that's what you should do. What proceeded for the next 15 minutes or so was both Jeremy and myself laughing hilariously at this as this kid is bouncing off the fence. And we're just laughing, and we're just like, this is the best thing ever! And we proceed to try to convince him to do it again. Fortunately, he was smarter than we were, so he opted not to do that. So that was the drive. I think that's about what happened there. So I'm trying to think. Was there Milwaukee? Anything in Milwaukee? Yeah. That's probably better that way. So let's see, about 2 years ago ish, I got engaged to my now wife Becca, and it originally started to be just well, what we're going to do, how we're going to do this. And I was talking to Jeremy, and we were just bouncing a few ideas off each other, and came out that we were going to go ahead and host an adventure race for Becca as her engagement. It was supposed to be about 5 hours or so. Turned into 13. Along the ways, there's a couple different challenges in there, and obviously if you know Jeremy and his family, that seems to be a running trend of adventure racing of some sort, and it's a good time. And we apparently in the process we found the one thing that Jeremy is not good at, and which again, if you know Jeremy, he seems to be pretty much outstanding at almost everything he seems to want to try to do, except for this one thing. And it apparently proceeds to everything. And Jeremy cannot play fake drums, nor can he play fake guitar. And so, Jeremy really tries the hardest he can at everything. But part of the race was to the group had to play a song in Rock Band, and get at least some guitars. And Becca's doing fine. Her friend Jamie's doing fine. Her friend Annie's doing fine. Jeremy's sitting there just being like, and this is a song that's supposed to be like, and it's just not happening. And so it just isn't. You're terrible. You're just a terrible drummer. You really are. You really are. And this is one of the things that after finding out, Chris has taken such great pride in, because he is horrible and it's wonderful. So, but with this, part of Jeremy's groomsman challenge was to do some artwork for it as well. And I was trying to think back, what were a couple of things that would ultimately showcase it throughout the times, and that would really group in everything that's fun and just things like that. So, what better way to capture this than a picture of Princess Leia topless playing Guitar Hero? And so I made it for you. And so I'd like to go ahead and present that with you finally, because
thank you, sir.
And it's also my understanding that your mom is also very excited about this as well. So, props to you for good taste in classic art. But here you go. It's a wonderful photo of
minor. There you go.
To remember everything that you're not good at, and things that things that will bring back memories of kids bouncing off fences. So that's about what I got right now. Thank you so much. I'm Mike Taylor, and I will be here later. You son of a bitch. So.